Right now, your Windows 11 PC is working against you. Every single frame you lose in your favorite game isn't because your hardware is weak, it's because your operating system quietly steals resources behind your back. And probably you have no idea this is happening. So you have spent hundreds, maybe thousands on your graphics card, processor and RAM, yet your frames aren't still there. You feel random stutters mid-game fight, your mouse input feels delayed, you look up fixes, find 100 guides, most outdated or risky. Well, here's what people are missing. The January 2026 Secure by Default update, Windows 11 has changed how your PC handles gaming. Microsoft introduced graphics verification layers and performance access policies that limit high-performance models. Well, until they're properly configured. If you haven't done this yet, your system might be running in a restricted state. Meanwhile, Windows Update, background tasks, and memory integrity eat CPU cycles. Buried power plants cause invisible latency. So today I'm going to walk through every single optimization from OS level to GPU level, step by step. By the end of this video, your system will run the way it should. So let's get right into it and not waste too much time. Before touching any setting, you need to know why these tweaks actually work. Understanding what's happening behind the hood so it can prevent you from blindly clicking any buttons I might mention. Well, Windows 11 runs everything at once, syncing your cloud files, preloading Edge even though you don't use it, performance security scans even while gaming, and it's racing like someone is tying your shoelaces together. Well, recent Windows updates added graphics verification layers that can limit GPU performance. Until properly configured, high-performance power profiles sometimes need Windows Hello setup first. But no worries, let's get right into it. Before we change anything, make sure as baseline you record your own game's FPS right now. You know what is the FPS. You can actually check Task Manager if you didn't notice yet. You have to right click on the Windows icon and then right here you can see Task Manager. Well, when you click on Task Manager, it will actually open this pop-up, and don't be afraid. Right here we have the performance tab. Right here you can see directly how your own system is doing right now. You can see my CPU is at 26% usage, and also my GPU down below here is also working for it. I'm of course still recording this, so it takes some performance. And if you didn't know that yet, if your CPU is on 100%, and your GPU isn't, that means your GPU can't use more. It's actually called a bottleneck. So it can be a hardware problem, but it might not be. So let's change some winning settings without any struggle. So the first setting we are going to change is game mode. First we need to type settings on the Windows bar right here, and then we can search for it. Right here in settings you can probably search for game mode, and after doing that you can see game mode settings. Let's make sure it's enabled because it can actually prioritize CPU and GPU performance and pause Windows updates mid-game. The second one might only really work if you have an NPU, but you still want to go and search for it. Well, first we need to go to System and then Display. Right here, we can actually go and probably, but it depends on your own system, search for Automatic Super Resolution or Auto SR. But do know it's only available on the Ultra Intel Core processors and the AMD Ryzen AI CPUs, the NPU. It has it enabled. Well, I know for a fact my system doesn't have it, but if you go to Display and then Graphics, you will be able to find it. I can't find this setting, but it should be right here in Display. If you have ever right-clicked on the desktop, you can actually find Display settings right here too. And Graphics should be here down below, Graphics, and when you click on it, you should maybe above here see anything like Auto SR. You can also turn on Auto Optimizations for Windows games, and also here's some more advanced graphic settings like Hardware Accelerated GPU Scheduling. I do recommend you turn them both on, even though you don't have Auto SR. Another one, turn off game bar. You gotta need to disable it. The game bar itself, make sure that you disable it and don't even use it. Well, what we have disabled right now is of course not the control, it's not the game bar itself. What we need to do is to go to apps and then install apps right here and then possibly search for Xbox and then the game bar. Well, you can actually find it here in system components, so let's click on it and right here we have the game bar. Let's click on 3 dots and then go to advanced options. Right here you have background component permissions. Let's say make sure that it's never background enabled. That means that it should be off, but you can't really disable it because it's of course built in. You can maybe terminate it or reset it and never touch it. Don't reset, I think terminate is fine and never. Otherwise you have to go into real deep settings. I'm not going to touch those today. Another one, this might actually be great because it can boost FPS maybe 10 to 25% on mid-range CPUs. You gotta need to enable core isolation. When you type core, you should be able to find it in the settings. Right here, make sure that it's enabled. It's actually memory integrity. It's this option right here. You can see right here, prevent attacks from inserting malicious codes into high security processes. So it can actually also secure your system. I mean, I'm sorry, you gotta need to keep it turned off, but it's still protected. And even though viruses and everything, I really recommend you get Malwarebytes. It's a lot better. You run Malwarebyte once, it's great. And otherwise, I recommend that you actually use Bitdefender. And then you actually have one that runs 27. You just have to make an account and it actually works for free. And no, this left above is just me watching Big Bang Theory because I like that. If it was your question. Another one is startup apps. It's very important. So let's go and right click on the Windows icon, then go to taskbar. Right here on the left, we actually have startup apps. You can see startup apps right here and everything that's enabled. So right here we have status enabled. Let's click on one. So everything on the top is enabled. Make sure you disable all of these depending on what you use. For example, phone link, I can actually copy text and I think images between my phone and my computer. So I'm gonna keep it enabled so you don't have to turn it on. And translucent TB, I really like the theme, I'm gonna keep it on. Memory duct, I really recommend it if you wanna save some memory. I've actually made a video about it, check it out on the channel. And also my Google Drive and of course my mouse and my microphone. And nearby sharing, I don't really need, but I do like it. The rest I've turned off. It really doesn't have to be enabled every single time I start on my PC. You can actually see BIOS time right above here, 6.9 seconds. Nice. And it's actually, faster than normally. You can disable all of these, it's faster, but it depends on comfort, of course. Let's go enable high performance mode, so your CPU shouldn't be throttling a lot. You can actually type power and then go to settings and you should be able to choose a power plan. Let's click on it. And then right here, it opens this old UI. I recommend you get Chris Titus Ultimate Power Plan or you just get a command prompt for performance, which also works great. Of course, on laptops, do keep in mind this costs a lot more battery, so make sure that you don't turn it on and keep it unbalanced. To enable it, what you can do is maybe the Chris Titus tool. It's very simple. I can even optimize your system even more. Just type Chris Titus tool, maybe even the GitHub, doesn't really matter. We need to go to his website. With some more spaces, you should be able to find it. Also, his website's Chris Titus. When you go here, you can actually run it in an elevated PowerShell. Right here, let's copy it and then go to PowerShell itself. Right here, PowerShell, type it and then run as administrator. Right here, what we can do is right click and then it actually already pastes it. Let's click enter and it's going to open this beautiful window Chris has actually made and it is pretty cool. Right here, you can see the UI. It is actually running from the PowerShell, which is pretty cool. But right here, we have tweaked. And if you go below, you should be able to find add and activate ultimate performance profile. Click on it once and it will actually allow you to get the ultimate power plan. You also have some more settings here, but be careful. We will get into this step by step. Just comment down below. I will make a whole tutorial about every single setting here, what you should be enabling and what not. I do recommend maybe with DNS to go and put it on Google, for example. Or if you want to block some trackers or ads, you have AdGuard right here, which actually blocks some ads on some websites, but not really YouTube or something. It's only for smaller websites and it works pretty well. You just have to click here on Run Tweak and it will actually run it in the PowerShell that's behind it. Right here, that it's changing a few settings like my Wi-Fi and also my power profile. But here you can see it's enabled, pretty cool. Let's go into GPU optimization. I do want to mention I only have an Intel system and NVIDIA, so for AMD I can only explain how it looks like with visual cues, with video editing, but we will try our best. With NVIDIA, I recommend you type NVIDIA control panel, open this one, not the app, and then let's go and see. It's pretty much the same with the power management mode, so let's go and change it. You should be seeing this UI with NVIDIA. Let's go and click on manage 3D settings, and then right here let's scroll down, and what you need to search for right here in this whole menu is power management mode. Make sure that you click on it and prefer maximum performance. When you enable this, you should be getting a lot more FPS. Click on enable right here, and it should already be enabled. After that, you can pretty much close it and it should be working. With AMD, like I said, I don't have an AMD system, so go to the AMD Software Adrenaline Edition, go to the Gaming tab, and then Global Graphics, and then enable the Radeon Super Resolution. It's actually going to upscale your game and give you some more performance. And also turn on the anti-lag. It can actually help you if you're on a newer driver. So make sure you also have updated your own AMD system. Same for NVIDIA, same for Intel, always keep it updated to the latest. With Intel, well, I don't have an Intel Arc graphics card, but just go to the Intel Arc control, then the performance tab, power slider, and in the performance tab, just enable the maximum performance. It should work system-wide, and there's no per game setup needed. After doing all of these, just restart your PC, but we have only one more thing, and that is your network boost. So let's go enable that. Well, it's more like checking. Let's go and type Wi-Fi, for example, or an Ethernet, depending on what you're connected. Wi-Fi is wireless, Ethernet is with cable. And let's click on one of these. For me, it's Wi-Fi. It should be the same with Ethernet. When you click on it, you see these settings. But for Wi-Fi itself, make sure that you're using the 5 gigahertz band and the Wi-Fi 6 network. If possible, if your network has this, go to Wi-Fi and then, for example, look at hardware properties. And you can, for example, see here in this screenshot of that page that I have a 5 gigahertz network connection and I have Wi-Fi 6. That means it is maximized and enabled. It should be able to be turned on your router if you have it, if it supports it, and I recommend you to turn it on. And with Ethernet, there's not really a lot of configurations. The DNS I gave you, the Google DNS, should actually be a lot faster with loading some pages. Okay, so let's clear up a few myths before we wrap up. Myth number 1 is hacked hardware accelerated GPU scheduling that it always boosts FPS. Well, this is false. It is helping for GPU bound system but hurts CPU limited one. So always test this setting. Myth number 2, disabling memory integrity has no risks. Well, false. I gotta tell you, it removes security protections great for dedicated gaming rigs, not for daily use systems. Get Malwarebytes or Bitdefender when disabling this for more performance. Myth number 3, Windows 11 game performance hasn't changed. Well, this is false. With the 2026 architecture changes, your PC needs full configuration to reach true performance. They really like to throw in some more bloatware in there. So if you have followed every single step, relaunch your game and compare your new FPS to your own baseline we had before you started this video. So if this helped, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below how many frames you've gained more. And if it gave you less, it should have gained you a little bit more, but let me know and I will see you in the next optimization guide. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.